Good day. We are going to discuss for today step 3 of the transaction analysis when there is a need for us to journalize. And what is step 3? Step 3 is the effects of transactions. So we're talking about effects. Now, let's have a review. What have we learned? The transaction analysis are 5 steps. We are done with step 1, transaction equation, then accounting elements is step 2, and for today, we'll have effects of transaction. What is again our transaction equation? We always use number 2, and that is value received is equal to value parted with. This would answer the question, what? Okay? What was received and what was parted with by the business. And in this case, it is Ale. And what is Ale? Ale are your accounting elements. These are assets, liabilities, and equity. Who are involved? We need to talk about the synergy effect. 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. Thus, we have the firm, the creditors, and owners as the entity involved in the accounting elements. And what would happen if they are the ones we are transacting with? The assets are the one we own, and those that came from the creditor is what we owe them, as well as the owner, what we also owe them, both of which are claims. When we say owe, claims by the creditor and the owner to the firm's asset. Okay, now, since our topic is effects of transaction, you have to know which W are we addressing. We already discussed the who and the what. Who will be for transaction equation and what will be for elements. This case will have 5 plus 4, 9, y. So it's y. We should know the reason why we have the asset, why we have the liability, and why we have the equity from the different entities that we were transacting with. So it would explain the value received and the value parted with. If that is so, then let's take a look at each one since we have 9. So let's start with number 1. What do we need to always remember? We have to maintain the equality of the equation. And if we need to maintain the equality of the equation, what does math tell us? That if the left side has an effect, then it should also have an effect, a direct relation to the right side to maintain the equality. Okay, let's have the first one. When your asset increase, you have between liability and equity to increase. And in this case, we have liability. Remember, at least 2 effect. And what would be our sample? Purchase supplies on account. Umutang ka daw o di nagkaroon ka ng utang na dagdagan. Bumili ka ng supplies o edi nagkaroon ka ng ari-arian mo na dagdagan. Diba? Let's go to the second one. Nadagdagan ang asset. Your asset increases. Of course, your liability already increased, so we have now the equity. And what would be the sample? Cash investment by owner. Cash is an asset, and this one is equity provided by the owner. So that is the form given by the owner, cash. So your equity will be increased. Okay? Let's go to the third one. Oh, your asset decreases. When will our asset decrease? If your liability decreases. So either liability or equity. And what's the sample? The one you acquire on account basis, you have to pay now. So babayaran mo na yung utang mo, mababawasan ang pera mo, mababawasan yung obligasyon mo. Okay? Mababawasan ang obligasyon dahil bayad na. Okay, let's go to the fourth one. Still your asset will be decreased. In this case, your equity will be decreased. And how can that happen? Well, if your owner will withdraw from the firm in the form of cash. So, your cash will be decreased, mababawasan, and the investment of owner will be decreased through withdrawal. So, i-acknowledge mo, okay, well, nabawasan na yung puhinuhunan mo dito, ha? O, yan. So, pang-apat na tayo. Punta tayo sa panlima. Uy, nabawasan yung asset. Your asset decreases at the same time increases. So, only one side is affected, but it would maintain the equality because there are at least two effects. The amount increase, the amount decreases with the asset is the same. Diba? Equal nga, equal. What would be the sample? You buy a supply and it is on cash basis. Your money decreases, but you have the supply, which both you own. So that's your asset. Let's go to the sixth one. Oh, your liability decreases and also increases. And when would that happen? If you issue a promissory note to settle an account. This happen if, let's say, you are, let's say you borrow, and the first time you borrow, you just say, I promise to pay. You just made use of your face value. No? Halimbawa sa tuition, sige po, babayaran ko sa katapusan. Pagdating ng katapusan, wala kang pambayad. Yung iba nag-i-issue ng promissory note. So, nabawasan yung open account kasi you just merely give your promise in an oral manner. And the other one, nadagdagan yung inyong secured obligation kasi nagbigay ka na ng promissory note. No, may evidence na yung utang mo. No, mas strong. It is much stronger. Okay? So that's the sixth one. Let's go to the last three. O yung equity mo naman ang mababawasan at madadagdagan. This often happens if you are corporate form. That is when your retained earnings had been capitalized. Ano yun? Buhat sa retained earnings, mapupunta siya sa stock. Mababawasan yung retained earnings mo, madadagdagan yung stocks mo, yung legal capital. Okay? Ano naman yung isa? Ayan, nabawasan ng liability, nadagdagan ng equity. Ito nangyayari pag sa deferral of income. Di ba minsan kayo nagbibigay ng advance payment? O, pag nagbigay ka ng advance payment, pwede kasing ang gawin nung nakatanggap, in this case, the firm, natanggap niya yung advance payment galing sa customer. I-record niya yon as income o di madadagdagan yung income. Kaya lang paglipas ng isang buwan, kung pang 3 buwan yung advance niya, hindi ba dapat 1 buwan lang ang income niya at yung 2 buwan ay utang yon, 'di ba? So, ito yung case ng yung dito sa number 9. Mababawasan yung income mo kasi ni-recognize mo siya na income nung una. Tapos, dahil may 2 buwan pa na hindi ka pa nagseserbisyo, yun yung magiging liability. Ma'am, yung number 8. Kasi pwede na pag tumanggap ka ng pera, kasi related yung 8 and 9 Pag tumanggap ka ng pera galing sa kliyente mo na advance, diba, nagpaparent ka ng boarding house, di ba? 1 month advance, 2 months deposit. Pag lumipas yung 1 buwan, kung hindi man magbayad yung kliyente mo, at ang recognition mo nung nagbayad siya ay utang mo to, after 1 month, magiging income mo siya. Pero kung ang ginamit mo, nung tinanggap mo yung pera, ay inisip mo na ito ay kita mo to, at the end of 1 month, mababawasan yung income mo. So, kaya pareha sa deferral of income yan, na yung dagdag bawas sa liability at equity, magdidepende kasi kung nung panahon na binigyan ka ng pera, ni-recognize mo ba to na liability o ni-recognize mo siya na income. Pag ni-recognize mo siya na liability, nung tumanggap ka ng pera, after 1 month, magkaka-income ka na. Kasi lumipas na yung panahon. No? Nakapagbigay serbisyo ka na sa kanya. Pero kung ni-recognize mo siya pagbigay ng pera na income, after 1 month, ano mangyayari? Ano mangyayari after 1 month? So, pag ni-recognize mo siya as income, obligado after 1 month, bawas income. 'Diba? Kasi may 2 buwan pa na utang ka. 'Diba? O kaya madadagdagan yung iyong liability. Alam ko na ito madalas nakakalito. Ito yung kasama sa mga adjustment. Kasi ang pinag-uusapan, tumanggap ako ng pera ng maaga. Ano ba ang choice ko dito kung ako'y nagpaparenta? Iisipin ko bang utang ko to sa kliyente ko o iisipin ko tong kita? So yung mga gagawin mong recording sa mga susunod, magdidepende kung inisip mo siyang utang o inisip mo siyang kita. Kasi pag inisip mo siyang utang, after 1 month, mababawasan na yung utang mo. Magkakaroon ka na ng kita. Pero kung inisip mo siya na income, after 1 month, mababawasan yung income mo, tapos magkakaroon ka ng liability. Kasi yung pera maaga mong tinanggap. Okay? So, yan yung sa 9 effects of transaction na sample natin. Kung ang effects of transaction pala ay puro increase, dagdag bawas, no? Then we have to be very good in doing it. That's act. Diba? We have to do it, no? We have to know why. And we need to maintain equality. And it's all about what? Make sure that there will be at least 2 effects to maintain equality. And what do we need to apply? It has to be faithful representation. You have to be honest. Remember, being fair, maintaining equality is quite a challenge, especially there are people involved, no? And what would guide us in our recognition? That would be your character. Are you faithful? Diba? Do you represent? Do you reflect what really had happened? And the guide is recognition principle. Kung ano lang nangyari, yun lang ang i-recognize mo. Huwag ka masyadong assuming. Basta pag may nangyari lang, ganun sa accounting, pag may nangyari lang. O yan. So, you have to always ask yourself for you to be able to remember what had happened. And for you to be able to understand the why, diba? And with us, that is with activities and application for us to gain the skills. And what do we apply? Knowledge. So, let's take a look at the effects of transaction now. We have the first sample that we have before is the effects of transaction, which relate to the who of the business and what did we receive, and what element is that one. And if you notice, pag tumanggap ka ng asset, syempre madadagdagan yan kasi nakatanggap ka ng pera at madadagdagan yung original investment. Kasi it defines yung nangyari sa buhay nino. Sino ba yung pinag-uusapan natin? Si business. Tapos sino yung karelasyon niya? Si owner. Yan. Ngayon, paano kung nagbenta ka ng serbisyo? Siyempre, ikaw yon, si business, seller ka. Ano, tinanggap mo pera, tapos nagbigay ka ng serbisyo, dahil doon, nagkaroon ka ng ari-arian at nagkaroon ka ng income. Nadagdagan siyempre yung pera mo. Nadagdagan siyempre yung kita mo. Kanino nang galing yan? Doon sa buyer at saka sa customer. O nami-maintain ba natin yung equation? Oo naman. Asset is equal to liability plus equity. O paano pagka naman, yung serbisyong binigay mo, inutang sa'yo bilang isang negosyo, pangako lang matatanggap mo dahil dun sa inilabas mong serbisyo. Yung pangako, may karapatan ka, ay asset mo yan. Nadadagdagan yung sisingilin mo, di ba? Tapos, syempre, nakabenta ka, dagdag kita sa'yo yan. No? At alam mong ito ay kaya nangyari dahil nagbigay ka ng serbisyo, pumayag kang magpautang doon kay customer, kay buyer. Ito naman, ikaw ang umuutang bilang isang negosyo, inutang mo yung supplies. Ikaw ang nagbigay ng serbisyo, nagkaroon ka ng ari-arian, nagkautang ka, nagkaroon ng ari-arian, nadagdagan ang supplies, nadagdagan ang utang dahil sa pakikipagrelasyon mo kay seller. O ayan, yung utang mo, binayaran mo na. Kaya utang, debtor, ikaw may utang. Siyempre, natanggap mo lang dyan ha. Salamat ha, nagbayad ka. Nabawasan pera mo. Siyempre, mababawasan din yung utang mo. Tapos, mababawasan din pera mo. Nagbabayad ka na kay creditor na seller natin. O nako, ayan, nagwi-withdraw ng cash yung owner. Diba? Eh di syempre sabihin mo, okay, sige, payag na ako, kailangan mo eh. O di, mababawasan ngayon yung pinuhunan niya sa'yo, mababawasan din pera mo. Diba? Gano'n naman yun. Eh pumayag ki. Yan. Mayag ka. Yan. Bilang isang negosyo kay nakapartner ni owner. Eh paano kung supplies naman yung binili mo, binayaran mo agad bilang ikaw buyer dito. Siyempre, tanggapin mo yung supplies, tanggapin mo yung cash, parehas na sa'yo yan, parehas na mababawasan. 'Di ba? Yung cash at yung supply mo, siyempre, madadagdagan. Okay? Galing yan kay seller. O ito naman, na masaheros ka. Ito yung sample natin kanina dun sa effects, 'di ba? Di siyempre, tatanggapin mo serbisyo galing dun sa bus company, kay tricycle, gastos mo yan, expense. Bawasan din yung equity mo. Kasi, kada magagastos ka, ano nangyayari sa puhunan mo? Nababawasan. Diba? Tapos, yung pera mo, nabawasan din. Dahil, ikaw yung buyer ng service, ang seller yung bus company. So, ano napansin nyo? Na, ang epekto talaga, laging minimum 2. No? 2 dahil, sasabihin nito, what are the reason there are changes with your asset, liability, and equity. Although the total that can happen, it would be around 9 effects. So, do you now believe that accounting is all about act? Act? Why act? Kasi that's an output, di ba? We have to start with an end in mind. So, ang ginawa natin ngayon, effects of transaction. We learn about how to apply the effects of transaction. And in the process, nako, siyam pala yun. 5 plus 4. Tapos may 2 pa. At least 2 ang effect. Diba? Minimum. And, in order for us to apply, we need to think of the accounting elements and we need to think of the faithful representation. Pero ang tangible input mo dito, accounting elements. Okay. So, let's go to the 5 W's. What are our 5 W's? Who is always the entity that we're talking about? The one that we have to record. Ay, kailangan lagi nyo isipin, negosyo. Pag nag-record kayo, negosyo, negosyo, negosyo. Perspective ng negosyo. Kaya nagkakamali eh. Iba yung iniisip na karelasyon eh. Di ba? Dito, negosyo, negosyo, negosyo first. Okay? That's the entity. Then, it's all about the elements of accounting for us to be able to process. That's what we need. And in order for it to commence, in order for it to be processed, may nangyari muna dapat sa inyo ah. Ayan oh, exchange. Exchange. Two-party system. Pumayag kang makipagrelasyon. Either buyer or seller. No? O, yan. Dahil may nangyari na sa inyo, ay may epekto. Siyempre, pag may nangyari, may epekto lagi yan, no? Ay sa atin, siyam. Siyam yun, no? At ang mag-guide sa atin ay from the Philippines and from the international standards, diba? At yun yung recognition principle. Okay, what will be our takeaway? Nakagutom, no? We need food. Ano yun? Food for thought. Para ma-enrich ang ating mga mind. Diba? Ayan, oo. Ma-enrich yung mind. Naku, ayaw tumuro nung natin, ah. Ayun, para ma-enrich daw, magkaroon tayo ng laman-laman. No? Food for thought. Ano yun? Concepts, assumptions, and principle. And we apply elements, right? Ale, we apply faithful representation. Hoy, pag may karelasyon kayo bawal ang sinungaling. Dapat loyal, no? Dapat may integridad. Faithful, no? Para magtagal ang relasyon. At sino pa nga ba pinag-uusapan natin? Entity, si business. Okay, so these are the principles that we apply. And that's what we have to reflect. Now, what's the most important thing for us to be able to absorb? To be able to retain? Sabi, you have to do asking Ma'am, ano ba i-ask namin? Well, you have to have activities and we have samples for you to apply the knowledge and learn the effects of transaction and be equipped with the skill. And what type of knowledge? Again, elements, faithful representation, and entity. So, I hope that you keep on focusing. Take time to listen. Take time to rest. Because this is the only way for us to focus, no? In order for us to assess, adapt, and absorb. And when we assess, we are reflecting. And when there is a need for us to adapt, we need to retool. And absorbing is retain in order for us to achieve our goal. No? Yung mga pangarap natin sa buhay, kailangan nakapokus talaga tayo. No? At alam ko, challenge yan. Kaya, we are trying our best to make things as simple as possible, but not necessarily shortchanging us in the learning process. Again, thank you and good day. Be safe.